Hey, how's it going? Hey, Grievers and Groovers. It's Wednesday, May 16th, and I'm having a good to go party at my place in 2 hours. So I've been cleaning all day, um, making some cookies. I baked some chocolate chip cookies, my mom's recipe. P.S. I totes make the best chocolate chip cookies. And now I'm lathered up in a sweat. Yeah, so I've just been getting the place together for the good to go party in a couple of hours. I'm very excited to get people good to go. And I wanted to check in with you guys today to talk about how you managed to get through Mother's Day. And then we're going to talk about music. Might talk a little bit about music, then how you got through Mother's Day, and then more music. But I'm going to give people a chance to tune in and let me know if you can see me. Send me some hearts, some likes if you can see me and hear me okay. Last week, we had technical difficulties that were trying my patience. 3 times cameras went down and the internet went kaput. So hopefully you guys can see and hear me okay. Yeah, so last night, if you guys follow me on Instagram, which is at Good to Go Peace, which is all my social medias, I'm just going to fan myself since I'm having a hot flash as I'm talking to you. I went to see U2, one of my favorite bands of all time. I went to see U2, and I went with 2 of my really good friends, and we danced and jumped around like crazy people. I'll try and post a clip. My friend actually took a little video during Beautiful Day, which is such a great song, which has been in my head all day. And we were hopping around like crazy people. Hi, Kat. Hi, Chanel. Oh, no. Has it gone funny? Can you guys see and hear me okay? Oh, dear. Kat's like, hey. Hopefully you guys can see me. So I went to U2 yesterday and just had the best time. And Bono, this is fitting with what we're talking about today. And, Bono is a griever and a groover. I don't know if you guys know a lot about Bono, like I do, because I need therapy, because I know everything about Bono and have loved him since I was just a wee girl. He lost his mom at an early age, and that tragedy really impacted him his whole life. He was talking about how he was raised by wolves and stuff like that. Oh, Kat's like, it's all funny. Is it all funny? Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Chanel can see me now. Anyway, we were talking about Bono before we get to what we want to talk about, which is how you got through Mother's Day. I want to know how you guys got through Mother's Day. If you guys did anything special, if you decided to do any kind of self-care, treat yourself, or if you just stayed in bed and napped. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. But so Bono's mom passed away, and he's just written a lot of songs about that. Did you know that the U2 song I Will Follow is about his mom dying? I didn't know that until like last week. It was so good in concert last night. I think I just kept jumping up and down. I think I jumped up and down the whole song. But U2 opened with the song Love Is All We Have Left. And the first line is talking about, immortality, and love is all we have left. And that is the bottom line. And that was one of the big lessons I learned after my mom and my dad died, was love is all that matters. And I said this before. Oh no, I'm gone again. Am I a scary monster, pixelated monster? I apologize, you guys. As you know, this is definitely a professional organization. I'm going to call my IT people in. You guys, IT people, sort this out. I'm sorry. It's a team of one. It's a good to go army of one. But yeah, love is all we have left. And, that was one of the last things that I said to my dad before he passed away when we were in the ICU, and I encourage you to talk to your loved ones about the same thing, which is, it's important that, we love each other, obviously. But the thing that struck me was that, when someone's in a life threatening situation, or you see something on the news, or even with 9/11, when they were, oh no, Kat says I'm all pixelated. Well, you guys can hear me. Chanel says, I can't see your beautiful face. I have a feeling the pixelated version's slightly better looking, but we'll go with it. I apologize, you guys. I'm so sorry, but as long as you can hear me, we'll suffer through it. But yeah, so back to the 9/11 voicemails from people who, called their loved ones from the towers and vice versa. Basically they just picked up the phone to let their loved ones that they know that they love them. And so it's not only important to let your loved ones know that you love them, but I think it's important to let your loved ones know that you know that they love you, to get that confirmation back, because then you're not going to have any kind of regrets of, I just wish they knew how much I love them. Chanel says, don't be silly. I know, I am being silly. It's ridiculous. I am a supermodel. We all are supermodels. Your health is your wealth. I'm healthy right now. Knock on kitchen table. But yeah, it's important for the people that you love to know that you feel their love and you know that. And I just got an email from a friend of mine today who said, I believe in you, have fun at your good to go party. And I wrote back, I know you do, and I appreciate it. So that's something else that we talk about at good to go parties, and just in my regular life is, yes, it's important to let your people know that you love them, but it's also equally as important to let them know that you know that they love you. And then there's nothing unspoken and nothing unsaid. If you can just say that one little thing of, I know you love me and I appreciate it. And that's it. And it kind of takes away that kind of guilt, which is the whole purpose of good to go in the first place. So love is all we have left. Bono knows it. And yeah, I'm so happy that that's a memory that I have with my dad, of just confirming once again, I love you and you know it. You love me and I know it. So love's all that matters. It's true. Love's all that matters. Chanel says, tell my mom every day, oh, how much I love her, and tell my babies far too much. I don't think it's far too much, how much you love them. I love that. Yeah, I mean, my mom was constantly telling me how much she loved me, and funnily enough, my dad was never an emotional guy, never super touchy-feely, but after my mom died and he saw, kind of how it destroyed me, I just said to him I said, let's just tell each other we love each other after every phone call. Let's just start doing that. So we'd always go, love you, So some people don't have that kind of relationship with their parents. And I was just hanging out with a friend of mine a couple weeks ago. It's just like, yeah, I never had that close of a relationship with my dad. And so, but on your side, as long as you can take care of what you need to take care of, I think it's important. Okay, so we're going to get into it, because I can't go super long today because I got to get ready for the party. I scrubbed, hands and knees, scrubbed my kitchen floor today, and then I forgot that I have to take out the trash and recycling. So I bagged up the trash and recycling, set it down, got my keys, sunglasses, go outside, put the trash out, come back, and there's crap all over the floor. I guess the trash was leaking. So I'm just going to clean my kitchen floor twice today. Hurrah! Okay, we're going to get into it. So how did you get through Mother's Day? Was Mother's Day difficult? Or did you just have a fun Mother's Day? I want to know how you spent your Mother's Day. It's a lot when you're grieving a loss of a mom. And there's lots of feelings, different feelings you can have at Mother's Day that we talked about last week, which was either, you are grieving as a mom because you lost a child, or you are experiencing anticipatory grief, expecting a mom or a loved one to die. Kat says, oh, cleaning talk. No. I know, right? I'm kind of allergic to cleaning. I mean, the good thing about being single is that I can live in a dusty, messy home because it's just me. But now I'm having other people come into the rock pad. So I'm like, oh, maybe I need to clean that. So I've been cleaning for the past couple days. And you know what? Nobody's going to even notice. I don't notice those kind of things when I go to people's houses unless it's crazy, unless it's like a scene from Hoarders. Um, Chanel says, I used to say every night when I was little, good night, God bless, love you. And my mom used to say, love you too. Oh, I love that. I had a stepmom and stepbrother and sister for a while, and it was cute because they used to have this little routine like, see you later, potato, you know, after a while, crocodile, nighty night, you know, this whole like thing. And it was cute. What were we talking about? Can I just share? I am so frazzled. Am I still a pixelated crazy monster, or can you see me normally? Yes, we were talking about Mother's Day and how it can be difficult for some people. And I was actually feeling pretty good because I was kind of focused on the good to go party and all the stuff I had to do over the weekend. And then just literally Sunday, Mother's Day, I woke up and it just kind of hit me. So I emailed, my mom's best friends and wanted to check in and just, kind of reminisce about my mom, basically. My friend came over, my friend Debbie, and she brought various types of cookies. So when she knocked on the door, I opened it and she said, who wants to eat your feelings? I'm like, yay, we're all going to eat our feelings for Mother's Day. Because her mother passed away a few years ago. Kat says, I was sad most of the day. It was a horrible day. Nobody even really acknowledged it. Oh, what? Oh, Kat. I know. It's weird. Why are people so weird when it comes to death and grief? I don't understand. I really don't. And if I was ever like that, I apologize to anybody. To anybody and everybody, if I was ever dismissive when you said that somebody died and I never, ever brought it up, you are allowed to retroactively, but currently, kick me in the taco. So I don't understand why people don't bring it up. I mean, I guess I do kind of understand, but it's hard. It's hard to sit with because I just think I've always, as a Jan Van Zant would say, call a thing a thing. If something's uncomfortable, I'll just say, this is uncomfortable. Or if I don't know what to say, I don't know what to say. Hi, Shannon. Kat says, fine. They know I'm sad. People do get weird. I know. Yeah. And people don't know how to handle it when you're sad. I mean, it's not like we're going around wailing or, scratching our faces until it bleeds and like, nah. But people get weirded out when you're grieving. That'll be a whole nother 9-hour long Facebook Live that we'll do someday because I just don't get it. Hi, Shannon, you're here. Thank you for being here. We're talking about Mother's Day and how it's hard for some people and how everybody got through. So, Kat, you were sad. So what did you do? I want to know what you did. Did you do anything to make you cheer up? Or did you just decide, you know what, this is going to suck. It's my first Mother's Day without my mom. I'm just going to keep on trucking. Napping is always a good thing. But yeah, I hung out with my friend and we talked about our moms and we ate all of the cookies because life is too short to not eat all of the cookies. Kat says we went to the zoo and enjoyed that day. Okay, good. But don't tell me, did you get a little teared up when you saw like mothers and baby animals? I mean, that's what I looked at too. Shannon's like, lots of ice cream, eating our feelings. Yeah, I mean, I used to always email cute little animal mom and child animal pictures back and forth and say, this is us, which is super cute. So yeah, I think I'd be okay at the zoo until I came across some, like, mother cub and they're young or something. And then I'd be like, um, but I'm glad that you got out of the house. That's more than I did. I had my friend come to me. I was permanently glued on the couch. Kat says it's like my 5th Mother's Day without her, but it's still raw. I bet. Did I say first? I'm sorry. I'm talking about in hypothetical, it's your first. When it is your first. Can you tell that my brain is crazy? And I'm not gonna lie, I had a few drinkies last night at U2, and I'm not usually a big drinker. So when you go to a gig, they give you like a jug of beer, like this big. What's this like? Yeah, my brain is so frazzled. And also I'm kind of thinking ahead of like when everybody comes for the good to go party, where are they gonna park? Because they eat their young here in my neighborhood when it comes to parking spaces. Shannon says Mother's Day was hard for my friend who never got to be a mom. Oh, that's another form of grief. That's what we're talking about. Grief is so varied and so individual. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Chanel says my poor mom gets so upset at Mother's Day. 10 years since we lost our granny. Shannon says I didn't know what to say to her. Yeah. I know. I will see. That's the thing. If you don't know what to say, just saying, I don't know what to say. That's good enough. Even better, you could say, I don't know what to say. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring that shit in. Come on. Hug it out. Yeah, I think just being there, just listening, and you can even check in with the grieving person. It's not like you have to handle us with kid gloves or anything. You can just say, I don't know what to say. Do you want to go out? Do you want me to come over? Do you want to stay in? Do you know what you want? How about I bring over some ice cream? Or how about I do this? Or I know your mom always loved this. Why don't we go do this? Or something like that. Oh no, am I green? It's not easy being green. Shannon says, I wanted to say that sucks. Well, I mean, you know me, Shannon, better out than in. I just say it. In fact, when people come up to me, after loss, and they're like, how are you doing? I just said, it sucks balls. Pardon my French. But what can you do? It does suck. It sucks. It sucks a lot. Shannon is confirming that I am green. I am celebrating St. Patrick's Day belatedly and repeatedly. Maybe I'm green because I saw U2 last night, the Irish U2. This is what I don't understand. You guys are seeing pixelated monster green stuff, and yet what I am seeing is perfectly crystal clear. I don't know. But yeah, if you don't know what to say, just say, I don't know what to say. It sucks. And you can always say, I have a friend who's going through the same thing you're going through, and she's saying how much it sucks too. I'm back again. I'm kind of in and out. Back in, back out. Is it spirit? Spirit, don't do this. Let's just have a clear thing. And I'm gone again. Okay, well, fuck. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, kids. You guys can hear me though, right? You guys can hear what we're saying? Well, anyway, I'm glad that everyone managed to get through. We're gonna move on to, nope, you're gone. So can you guys hear me? If you guys can't hear me, I'm just gonna leave, I think, and then come back on. I know, Kat, is it our moms? Come on, moms, give me a break here. We're trying to go live. We need to be clear. I've got my skull t-shirt on, my Charlie Harper skull. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, well, that's good. I appreciate you guys giving me this feedback, even though there's nothing I can do for the video. But last night got me thinking about Bono and his mom dying, and how he opened up with Love Is All That We Have Left, and how probably writing songs about his mom has helped him work through his grief. And I think the song Iris as well, and then Song for Someone. I mean, he's written a lot about his mom dying. But I wanted to know how music has impacted you guys. So what music what songs remind you of your loved ones? Or is there a song that you listened to that you found comfort in after a loved one died? And it could be a stupid song. I mean, my dad and I listen to 50s music a lot. So whenever there's like some cheesy 50s song with somebody in the background, like going dip to dip to dip, or, you know, papa mau mau, or something like that, I always think of my dad. So it's kind of like goofy songs always make me think of my dad from the 50s. So it doesn't have to be some deep song or anything. Hi, Christy from Paris, California. Shannon says, yes, we hear you. Keep talking. Well, that's never been an issue of mine. I don't know how to stop talking sometimes. Kat says, James Taylor always makes me think of my mom. That's lovely. Yeah, any kind of soft rock from the 70s reminds me of my mom, because I lived with my mom in the 70s, and then I lived with my dad in the 80s. So after my mom died, I found myself listening to 70s soft rock. In fact, I even made this playlist on Spotify called Soft Rock Deliciousness. And oh, Chanel says the Carpenters remind you of your granny. I love the Carpenters. That's soft rock. Although more soft pop, I think. I'm more of a soft rock gal than soft pop. I do appreciate the Carpenters. Do I listen to them 24 hours a day? No. But yes, so after my mom died, I listened to a lot of 70s rock. And then after my dad died, I listened to a lot of 80s stuff because I lived with him in the 80s. And any kind of 50s music, any kind of music I listened to together with my dad. Of course, Shannon says the best of bread. I mean, yeah. I love bread. And I've got a t-shirt that says bread because I had it made as in the band, but because I wear it all the time, young people come up to me and think it's my love of carbs. I think I'm just expressing a love for carbs. So it has a dual meaning. I like both. I like bread, the kind you eat, and then I like bread, ooh, cheers, the kind that's on my coaster, that's on like a record. Oh, I love James Taylor too. Thinking of Kat's mom. So yeah, so what music reminds you of your loved ones? And then what music brings you comfort? And then also, what music do you want played at your life celebration? Or do you? Or do you want music played at your funeral? Or, you know, you can even get music played while you're getting cremated. Chanel says, used to have them playing in the car when I was a young one. 38 now. Hey, 38 is the new 18. What? I don't know. I'm a good 11 years older than you, Chanel. But enjoy your 30s while it lasts, because soon you will be my age and you'll be doing this, because hot flashes will just arrive out of the blue. And you know, I'll just be talking to someone, and then suddenly I'll just be like, yes, let me wipe all the sweat that's literally dripping down my face. If I could have like frozen underwear, I would be wearing them. Or like a frozen bra. Remember that when you were in junior high and you'd have a slumber party, someone would freeze your bra if you fell asleep first? What? So yeah, so what kind of music do you want played at your funeral? Or even cremation. And one of my clients, and we talk about this at Good to Go parties, and one of my clients said that when she was either going to have her life celebration, I can't remember if it's her life celebration or her cremation, but she wanted You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones, which I thought was hilarious. Chanel is clinging to the last of her 30s. Shannon says, I want a karaoke party at my life celebration. Really? Ugh, I personally hate karaoke. I just don't like it. But I'll sing a few songs for you, Shannon. You name the song, I'll sing it. Maybe something by Celine Dion. Maybe The Heart Will Go On. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sing for you. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having people sing. Well, I've got a whole bunch of, I've written down in my Good to Go paperwork, I have written down the people that I want to perform and sing at my life celebration, if they are available. And I also wrote down that I wanted them paid, because I know how important it is to pay musicians. Chanel says, I want How Long Will I Love You for my babies. Oh, How Long Will I Love You? Who sings that? How Long Will I Love You? I'm wondering if I know that song. Is that what it's called? Or is that just the chorus? That's sweet though. For your babies. Yeah, I wrote down all the music that you want to have played. Chanel's got a few songs you want. Good, write it down. Or at least, at the very least, talk to your peeps and let them know which ones. But even songs that people don't actually express or designate for a life celebration or funeral or cremation or whatever can remind me of people, like my dad loved Jack and Diane by John Mellencamp and would always say that line, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. He could relate to that. So I always think of him when I hear that song. Shannon says, I hate them too. I want as cheesy as possible. Okay, I want a popcorn machine and sparklers. Okay, Shannon, kicking it up a notch. Yeah, you do want it kind of cheesy and lighthearted, and yes, it is sad, and we will miss you, and we will be weeping, but we're also going to be celebrating you and your big heart, and how much people love you, and how you always make a point to share your light and to love others. So that's going to be all part of it. I love that. Oh, Chanel says Ellie Goulding. Okay, I'm not familiar with her. I mean, I know who she is. I'm not familiar with her, but she's dreamy. But it's just not my personal bag. Is that the one who sang at Prince William's wedding? Am I getting this all confused like my mom used to do? She'd be like, I saw that reality show with Ozzy Osbourne and his family. And I'm like, or even Ozzy Osbourne mom. I used to mock her for all of her, sort of malaprops that she used to come up with. And she said, you just wait, Missy. And she's right. I get it all wrong. I can never for the life of me differentiate between Jack Black and Jack White when I'm telling a story. Being like, oh, have you heard the new Jack Black album? I mean, wait, Jack White. Wait, what? Who's the movie star? Who's the musician? This is my life. This is my brain. I blame it on foggy grief brain, even though I'm not in the hardcore early days of grief. Chanel says, ways remember my uncles, and his song wouldn't play. Return to Sender. Oh, no. Return to Sender. Elvis. Love Elvis. It's important to let your peeps know what music to play, and then, they don't have to guess. Now, obviously, I had friends, Shannon knows, Shannon's got friends, the similar friends, who got the music together for their dad's funeral, and they just knew. Nothing was said, but they just knew from long car rides and things like that who he liked. And so they went to go buy some CDs because none of them owned the music that their dad liked. And they went to, I think, Kmart, and in the discount bin, all of the CDs that they needed to buy for their dad was at the top, like Celine Dion, and then like obscure, like Kenny Rogers and Lionel Richie, and just random weirdness. But I believe that was their dad for sure. Chanel says, gets to us all. I think we're down with the kids. I know, right? It's like, I know bands and things, popular artists. What? Yeah, I don't. I mean, I do. I would say definitely my friends would yell at me right now because they're like, are you kidding me? You listen to new music all the time. Yes, I listen to new music all the time. Yes, I know more about music than your average Joe just because I'm single, I don't have kids to worry about, so I can listen to music and have a carefree life. But I also have my own genres, so I don't know like what the kids are listening to today. I just saw a video yesterday. A friend of mine who's a parent played a video of her teenage daughter and all of her friends, and they were lip syncing different popular songs. Never heard any of the songs. Had no idea. Well, I knew one song. It was an Adele song. But other than that, all the poppy stuff, like Katy Perry stuff, I don't know any of that. I don't even know any. I can maybe name one Katy Perry song. So I think that's basically the reason why I didn't want to have kids, is because I would have to listen to like Disney stuff and like awful children's music. Although, having said that, I just thought of a fun plug. My friend makes children's music, Gustaffer Yellow Gold. Really smart, really fun, poppy, rocky, clever kids music that parents will love too. But